Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Henry. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
380. You're not ready.
Now it's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Set.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 4. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back.
And Andrews lost the football. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Henry up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No, we changed it.
Henry running right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Hey, report. Report. Middle.
To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Go. Alpha.
Here's Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, Ozzy.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yo.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 40 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Alpha, sit on. 180.
The tight end in motion right.
Sit on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. Shifts by him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
180.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Hey, Ozzy, sit on.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Sit up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Ready, shot. On Ozzy, ready? Ready, shot.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
180. Sit up.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely. 62 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Ready. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. In motion left, Bateman.
Shot.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he goes out right around the 39.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
What a shot. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Shot.
On 3rd down, Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yo. Shot.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Derwin. With a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Hey, middle. 180.
Jackson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
180.
They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to find.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey, 70 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Set. Go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey. Set.
Here's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go orange, orange, orange. Set.
Herbert now. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Hey, go lion, 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 lion. Ready.
Herbert throwing again. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 57 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the
59,
sack, they'll
59.
come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Crowd right. Set. Why did it hot?
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Set.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Alpha, sit hard. 180. Ready, shot. Go right here. You. Hey, middle. Sit hard.
Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. Just keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
12.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
59. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes.
Hey,
and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
180.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Let's go.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. He gets it to Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3rd down and 1. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Disley, 70 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Quick, ready?
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Powering his way forward. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.